Hey guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. Well, where are we? This is crazy to be back here doing my first Q&A, get ready with me in our new house. Sorry, in our renovated house. Back in our room, back in my sort of beauty spot. I have all my makeup here in front of me. God knows how this is gonna go. It's a janky setup. It's probably gonna, it's probably gonna wobble a little bit. But we're just getting back into the groove. I am getting ready. So I thought I would answer some questions that I had put out on Instagram. And so I'm going to answer them while I get ready. I'm not quite sure what this lighting is going to do, just simply because it's all natural and the sun is just going to come in and out of the clouds. So let's start by just putting this hair back. I had to bring everything up from downstairs that I had in my studio. This is one of my this is one of my tech cases. It's the small, the little small tech case. This is the large. This is the large tech case that I keep my laptop in, and this is a small one that I keep external drives, SD cards, AirPods, things like that. But, dang, I had just picked up the new Vogue Australia, shout out to Vogue Australia, and it comes with a free notebook, and this is really substantial. So I made it my YouTube notebook for this year. By year I mean calendar year. I have had a lot of requests to do cosmetic case collection from Louis Vuitton, because it is my #1 thing in my collection. If I was to get rid of every handbag tomorrow and had to, like, say financially or whatnot, or I quit YouTube or whatever and I sold it all, okay, I would not sell these. I just wouldn't. To me, this is 100% Vuitton. This is what they started with, you know, trunks and luggage, and I just love it. I remember when I was young seeing my godmother, may she rest in peace, seeing my godmother. She was touring and she had, like, you know, the trésor and all that. It had like the elastic that you keep all your cosmetics in, and I just remember seeing it. I was like 7 and I was like, oh, it's so glamorous. Fresh face out of the shower, and I am the type of person who needs to put, not lotion, it's not lotion, I need to put some sort of moisturizer, and usually like a silicone base serum on my face. And my go-tos non-tint are the Chanel HUDA Beauty. I've said this before, the HUDA Beauty serum by Chanel. Firstly, it smells amazing. And the Clarins Double Wear Serum. These are both so famous and are amazing. I am now out of the double wear. So on a daily basis for a tint, my go-to is on a daily basis the Chanel Le Beige tint. So that is just one of those transforming tints where you can just look like CRAP, put it on, and for some reason it just evens out your skin and you look alive. Okay, wow, so this is becoming like a product review. Basically what I'm trying to say is, when we go in to do makeup, like a full face makeup, I want a primer. This is my new YSL, is it All Hours primer. I really want to try this. We're going to go in with this today. Other good priming bases is the Chanel LeBlanc. I've had that. It does feel a little bit sticky. That's the only thing. If you know what you like the feeling to be, then just kind of stick with that. And of course my #1 go-to primer, and it's kind of like a blurring illuminating primer. That's why I want to try this All Hours, because this is just my go-to. So it's the Touche Eclair by Saint Laurent, and it's the blurring primer, and it's kind of got like glitters in it. It's just beautiful, and it smells beautiful, and it's silky on the skin. It's that kind of silicone finish. But we're gonna do All Hours, and let's get into our first question. So again, these were the questions from Instagram that I put up the other day. My beautiful Gail, that is how much I'll use, just a little drop. My beautiful Gail. Hi Gail. How are you liking your new renovated house? Oh my god, Gail. I swear I've been in the comments. My new resolution for this, again, calendar year of work is to be in the comments with you guys. I feel really like comfortable being home now, so I want to chat with you. I think you asked me in one of the comments, Gail, what I thought and how I feel. I love it. If you can't tell, I am beside myself. I am such a homebody. I love being home. I love being at home. All right, now foundation. Next obsession, Laura Mercier. Stay tuned for another collaboration, Laura Mercier. I wish it was a Laura Mercier x Jerusha. I stupidly mentioned that in a video once, and everyone was like, I'd buy it. Oh my god. Could you imagine? I'm not even a beauty blogger and I'm there like, I just want to collaborate with them. Their products are so amazing. I love creamy products. I'm a creamy product kind of girl, and everything they do is so beautiful and creamy like that. It just comes out creamy. So this is their famous macadamia flawless radiant perfecting foundation. I'm addicted to it. Please excuse my beauty blender, it's so embarrassingly dirty. Okay, I'm gonna need a mirror for this. Dang. Oh my god, remind me to come back to this, guys, in a second. Remind me, I'm saying it like you're right with me, but remind me to come back to tell you about this. I got a DM and I just cried. I can't even tell you. Okay, so next question. Gabe. Hi Gabe. Oh my god, he's followed me for so long. Bentley or Rolls Royce? Honey, please give me a Wraith any day. Give me a Rolls Royce. Firstly, I'm British, I'm English, so hello, Queen's car, may she rest in peace. The Queen's car company, probably. Does she have shares in Rolls Royce? I feel like she would. Rolls Royce any day. Give me a Wraith, give me a Phantom. Unbelievable. And over anything as well. Anything. Like, I used to be a doof teenager. I used to import Japanese performance cars with my mate, and I thought I was so cool. Trust me, Will would tell you I was a complete loser. Nowadays, if you said to me like, do you want a Lamborghini? Do you want like a Lamborghini truck? Which I know is very in the zhuzh, but no, I'd say give me a Rolls Royce any day, blacked out. Oh my god, amazing. It just goes on like a dream. And look at that, I mean, you know, I had spots, ladies time of the month, and you don't even really have to go in with full concealer. Anyway, that is foundation. It is so smooth. It is so beautiful. Shout out to Laura Mercier. God, I love you guys. Okay, I will go in with concealer. I do this now where I just go in with concealer. I think it's a bronze. I like the concealer to set a little bit better. I'm going to do a total drugstore because this is the most famous Maybelline drugstore product you can ever get. I have basically influenced my mother, my auntie, one of my cousins, my mother-in-law, everyone I know to buy this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It has its own doe foot. I'm sure you guys know of this. It has its own little sponge doe foot. Mine's disgusting. You wind it to get the product into the doe foot. Okay, so it's loaded. The color I'm using is 110. No other application but the doe foot. Thank you. Done. If you don't have brushes that you're happy to use, you can swipe or you can stipple. You can get it right up into your nose contour. Dang, let's look at that, honey. Out where you want it. Oh, this light. Literally the sun has just completely gone behind a cloud and it's just not working for me, girl. Let's just go ahead and pat that out now. Next question up, Vanessa. Hi Vanessa. How have your businesses come through the pandemic? Do you still have your corner store? Oh my gosh, great question. That must mean, Vanessa, you've followed me for a while. I opened a cafe during the pandemic, just, you know, for shits and giggles, why not? It was one of those situations. Conveniently enough is the way I should probably put it. My family, my in-laws, they own the building. So it got to a point where there was a free let. So the space on the side had become a free let, so it wasn't occupied. With the pandemic, it got to a point where everything was just kind of like takeaways, you know, you couldn't dine in. People still wanted coffee. And it was just a situation where we had this free space, we had this free shop, and I don't know, it was kind of just like a, let's do it. You know, Will and his brothers are in the restaurant game, so it's not as if it's outside of the box. Then obviously everything started to ease up with the pandemic, and they actually turned around and got a tenant who wanted to put their like a beautiful homeware shop and things like that. So they popped that in there. Obviously, great paying tenant that's gonna take a lease for 5 to 10 years, so why not? In business, you would understand. So that was it. We're gonna go in with Laguna NARS bronzer. It is my life bronzer, as you can see. We need a new one. So we're just gonna go in and warm up the face with this bronzer. This is a really good question. Miss Bell 20, hi babe. If you could keep one bag from your collection, what would it be? Woo! This is hard now. This is a hard question, because I think at this stage in, I suppose, being a luxury blogger and things like that, you've got to a point where you've acquired, you know, blessedly, you've acquired really amazing bags. And then you've got the whole, like, I suppose, sentimental side of it. So, you know, you go like, I would never get rid of my Neverfull GM. It was my first bag type thing. But then I look at my Birkin or look at my Kellys and be like, oh my God. So one, if I could keep one. Oh, it's so hard. Do you know what? I probably would have to be really brutal and just say, sentiment aside, I would keep my Kelly 25 in Cellier, because I was offered it. And there's just, if you're in this game, there's probably no bigger honor. I know, it's so consumerism, superficial personified, but there's no bigger offer than being offered a bag from Hermes. There's just not. There's not a greater feeling than that. This again is an awesome drugstore. So this is a sleek palette, tri-palette of a blush, a highlight, and kind of a cooler bronze, but it works nicely on me as a contour. I'm happy with it. Alma 1981. Hi babe. Do you think LV will redesign the mono bum bag? That's a good question, in the sense of its use. I would love to just have a chat with you about that, Alma. In the sense of its functionality or its use, I'm not quite sure. In the sense of its materials, as in, will they do an Amperant version or something of that nature? Didn't they do one already? I'm not quite sure. In its function, if it was me and I was on the design team, ding, goals. If it was me and I was on the design team, I would just take the lip away. I would definitely take the lip away. I would take the lip away on the palm springs backpacks, and I would take it away on the bum bag. Just because I feel like they tried to conceal the zipper, which is totally fine. You know, they want it to be a little bit more, you know, less domestic looking and a bit more glamorous, which is totally understandable. However, functionality wise, it's kind of a bugger. You have to keep it up. zip in and out, things like that. Next question by Beck Noe. It's not actually a question, it's an amazing statement. Do you have any questions? She wrote, no, just that you're great. I love your authenticity and I hope prayers that your heart is healing. I'm pretty sure that's to do with the passing of my godmother. Thank you so much, Beck. It is a hard thing, grief, and I think I said this early on, is that you have good days and bad days. Losing anyone is obviously horrible. It's part of life, but it's still horrible nonetheless. But to answer you, I am healing Beck, knowing that she's not in pain anymore. And I think a lot of people that have family that, you know, struggle with cancer or are fighting cancer just want that. They want them out of pain. My favorite Marc Jacobs Flash and Flare palette smashed. It smashed actually when I went to the Crown Hotel with my husband. I dropped it. I was shattered, excuse the pun. We're gonna go in with this quad. This is the blush kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is very nice and it's super inclusive. That is always really nice in a blush, especially in a palette, so you have a lighter shades, darker tones, rosier tones, orange tones. I always take my blush up to take the cheek up. It blends the contour and gives you that longer kind of, you know, that longer cheek look. I take out smaller Real Techniques and then buff out the nose. And then we can apply our Laura Mercier setting powder, like duh. But it just sets everything so pretty. And I'll take it over the lid. Okay, highlighter, of course. I love highlighter. I will always highlight, and that is because of this queen. Oh my god. Every single filter on Instagram is Amara's. This is Amrezy's collaboration palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills. Amrezy is the queen of makeup. Between Amara and Huda, who I'm obsessed with both, they are like Arabic queens to me. I literally would base my whole life on being like Huda Couture. I think she is just stunning. And so is Amra, so is Amrezy. This is her collaboration with Anastasia. It is a gold highlight. We're gonna go in with this on the top of the cheek, bring it all the way up, like so, ding. And now we move on to brows, and then we'll do powder on eyes, then we set it and do lips. Once all my powder's done, then I will set it all, then I do eyes and lips, as in lashes and liner. Okay, I am definitely an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow fanatic. That is how she started, and that is definitely, you know, her niche and what she's so famous for and so good at. Okay, Coco Helnew, is that how I say it? Sorry, babe. Have you ever thought how much you have spent on luxury items? What a question. I wish Will was in the room. Yes, I've thought about it. Yes, I genuinely, is that the word? I roughly know, kind of, slash, maybe not really. I have a general understanding, put it this way, I have a general understanding of what my collection is worth now. What I've spent and sold is probably a lot, but yes, let's just say it's not a small amount, Coco. It is, yeah, it's probably a small mortgage, but still. I'm going to go in with her Brow Define that you can see there, and we are going to sculpt them out with the Brow Define. There we go. If I come in close, you can kind of see it's got some gradient to it. They're meant to be sisters, not twins. Will always says, oh, then they meant to match. So you can kind of see there's grading in the front there, which I really like. Hi girl, next question. Myra, hi babe. She's followed me for ages. Lifetime goals not yet achieved. Wow, what a these questions, I tell you what, you're just coming in thick and fast. Mind you, I just said ask me anything. There was no like restriction to any question. Do you know what my answer is to that, Myra? No. If it was over tomorrow, Jerusha was gone and buried, I am more than happy with my life. 100%. 100%. Truthfully, I think at this point, to have survived what I have survived just medically and injury wise, and what sort of, I guess the doctors said my outlook was, which was nothing. They were basically, I wasn't like a vegetable, but the size of my brain injury, the size of my head trauma, you know, it was shocking at the time. So to get, I think especially as a mother, my poor mom, as to get kind of a verdict from neurologists saying that this chick is, I'm not a vegetable, but I'm not going to cognitively deal, I'm not going to cognitively cope in life, especially being a mother, and I've said that before, to turn around and make my dreams work, keep going, to be a fashion designer, open my own boutique, turn that into a full-time career on YouTube and a blogger and a social media personality, to earn, you know, a career, to earn money off it, to then marry the man of my dreams, own property and keep going in my, I guess, you know, property portfolio growth, which is something we both absolutely love. We love development. We love doing things like this. And as I said in one of my last vlogs, we've actually done a lot of them, and like sometimes we just don't even realize how many properties we've worked on together. And then to have, God willing, and thank God, 2 beautiful, healthy humans that we created, God created with us, is a blessing. So if I'm done tomorrow, there is no other lifetime goals, Myra. None. Not even traveling, nothing. I live a beautiful life. I have a beautiful family. I have had the honor of having one of the most successful, famous, beautiful human beings that was alive as my godmother, who opened so many doors for me. And I was able to meet and be involved with so much, and there's so much experience behind that. You know, when people say like goals, like, oh, it's my goal to meet this person, or go to this concert, or go to this country, or achieve this, or, you know, go to this place. For me, I'm done in that sense. I've had dinner with Michael Jackson, I met Britney Spears, I've met Elton John, I have hugged and like kissed Mariah Carey. That made my life. So it's just that whole like journey. I've lived a fulfilled life in my late 30s. So I'm just kind of like, I'm good. We're good. We can wrap it up. I am achieved. And in saying that, ONJ Chloe fan page forever. Hi babe, oh my god. Thank you so much for your love and support to me, and not only me, Jillian. I know that you follow Jillian, she speaks to you, my mum. And thank you so much for your support to her. Honestly, she's been talking to you, I know she has, and is just, it's so lovely when, you know, people genuinely show love and support, and it hurts you too when a public figure like that, you know, it hurts, and it hurt. Like it was like a Lady Diana situation. Like people did not cope, and still haven't coped with losing my godmother, Olivia Newton-John, and that was just what it was. You have been amazingly supportive, so thank you. Let's put some shadow on these eyes, and then unfortunately I'm gonna have to go off camera to put lashes on and possibly eyeliner, well lashes at least, because it's going to take too long. So of course my 100% go-to Tarte Pro palette. I need a new one. This Innocence is my favorite base color. Next question up, Janine Peterson. Hi babe. When are you going to do your collab with L&M? Listen, perfect example. Perfect example. If there is anyone that represents this brand and totally is, I am all for it and have been from the beginning. Have I not? I feel like the second I met Jen online and became friends with her, I just believed in her clothing line so much and just obviously resonated with her being a fashion designer myself. I was just like, this is everything. It's casual, it's wearable, but it's chic and it's fresh and it's different. Janine, you reach out to Miss Jen and you ask her. We definitely have to hit it up. It will sell out. I have peach eye that I do. I hit it up with a bit of peach and whimsical. There is the Tarte Toasted palette. Do I use something from here? The warmth, the cozy, the deep crease with this kind of terracotta. I always have. I'm not gonna tightline. Sometimes I just all the time I just leave it. I don't tightline, but I'm just gonna grab again Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is one of her original palettes, truthfully. I also do not wear mascara on my bottom lashes at all, ever. I have very smudgy eyes. Alright, so let's finish this up with the last question. I saw it from Linda. Hi Linda, shout out to one of my, actually Millie, hi, I miss you so much. Hi Millie, I miss you too. Can we FaceTime please? Yes, we sure can babe. Anytime you like, we can FaceTime. I will finish up with this question from Linda. I saw this before. Are you in real life pretentious? I watch bloggers that come across pretentious almost to get views. Is that what she said? Get views? Yeah, get attention. But in real life, they're not. That is such a great question. Am I pretentious? My builder is still not in the room. If I do say so myself, Linda, I am high maintenance. Yep, I'm gonna be honest. It's not that I'm pretentious, I am high maintenance. Because I am, I suppose, challenged. Sounds really bad to say. Because I have mental disability, shall we say. Things like, so if Will was in the room, he would say things like, going out to dinner is not easy. It's enjoyable once I'm there and I'm settled and everything, but it's not easy. We don't know where we're going. I don't know what I feel like. Once I get there, I don't know where I'm sitting. I don't know if I'm comfortable. Things like that. It's not easy. So it's not necessarily pretentious as such. It comes across that way. I get it. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not easy and I'm not easy to live with. Mel would tell you right now. It's hard. It's challenging. And maybe the person I was before my car crash was, well, I was so young. So it's so hard to say how I was before, that I was more carefree. I was young. I was a kid. So it's different. I think it's completely shaped who I am as an adult. I know what I like and what I can deal with. And I'll take myself out of a situation. That's how I deal with it. Not that I'm pretentious. I'm probably a little bit intolerable to be around, but the tool is to take myself out, and I do that pretty well. I will exit a situation pretty well. Huda Couture. If there is anything that I will leave linked below, it is her brand. She was a blogger to begin with. I am all for it. I will back her 100%. She started, I think, with YouTube or Instagram, and she started as a blogger. She was a beauty blogger. She created her own makeup line, starting with lips. It was like a lip kit, Kylie Jenner situation, and she is so incredibly successful, totally everywhere, stocked in Sephora, Nordstrom, Neiman's, things like that, I'm pretty sure. But this combo is a My Lips But Better kind of combo. Literally, it is so pretty, and it is the muted pink lip liner, and her lip pencil is insane. If you don't like sharpening, this is for you. And then her matte liquid lip is, this is the super famous one in the Sweet Talker. Hair down, we are finished, full face. That is it. Oh, I didn't put my eyeliner on. That's not it. Oh, and I didn't tell you about my compact. Okay, that is it. We are finished. Finished. All done. Now let's tell you about this. I'm going to have to say it in another sit down video, but I got the most amazing DM from a follower from a subbie. Hi, babe. And her sentiments were something along the lines of, Jerusha, if there was anything in life that I love more is to watch your channel, because it's almost like fantasy. That's what she said, fantasy. Because I could never afford anything like this. I probably will never afford anything like this. I have 2 kids and my husband and I work a job, and I just would never be able to afford these handbags or luxury items. I literally wanted to just melt on the ground and just give it all away. That's how it makes me feel. I know I've been asked to address the whole hauls, massive, big shopping, massive, what all of kind of the luxury blogger girls are doing, are these kind of massive over-the-top hauls, and to talk about it and really get in there and be nitty-gritty. These girls are my friends. There is nothing derogatory I feel towards them. However, the amount and the size of it, it kind of can be a bit distasteful, in the sense that a subbie and a follower like this, I would give everything to in 1 second, because for me, that's how it makes me feel. Oh my god, I know I said that complete sentiment and my eyeliner had completely smudged under my eye. I'm not a beauty guru, so listen, it's real up in here. That is what I want to tell you about this. I'm going to say it in a sit down video as well, but honestly, I mean it. Every video, every sit down video, I'm going to be giving away one of these amazing double facets Chanel mirrors. There it is. It's a profile. It is an up close and further away mirror. It is a piece of Chanel, and I want to do it because I know it's Chanel Beauty, but the point is, to get a DM like that, if I can do this and give this away to one of my subbies out there who has not touched or felt or could have something like this in their life, that is something I want to give. I honestly, I've said it before, I would give it all away. This is the most beautiful, exquisite world, and I want you guys to feel that as well. So I will say it in a sit down video, but I am giving one of these away. Every video is what I just decided today before filming this Q&A Get Ready With Me. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Giving us thumbs up on YouTube is so important now. It just shows we're in good standing and you like our content. I hope everybody out there is doing really well, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Peace.